Okay, is on. Big news, of course, is it's official. Dutchman, 21-year-old Dutchman Ryan Gravenberch is a red, as I say in the thumbnail. It was done yesterday on deadline day. Are you happy for me? Midfielders in, huge. I'm having me coffee. Get yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, glass of orange juice. It's Saturday morning. It's a breakfast show, bit of crack. Mo Salah news will not go away. Aston Villa tomorrow, but Ryan Gravenberch is a red. That's the big news. So hit the like, hit the share. You know what to do, guys. Let's go. Huge. I think the big signing. 21, 6'3", Ajax Academy, Bayern Munich for a season. Just didn't work out for him, but I think it will work out for him. It will absolutely work out for him at, well, injuries pending and stuff like that. But if he stays fit, you know, buys into the philosophy, buys into the project, and I don't think he wouldn't have signed if he wasn't going to. But he's a really potentially, wow. I mean, the ceiling is up there. The ceiling's as high as a 6'3" frame, basically. So I cannot wait to see this guy in the pitch. He won't be there tomorrow on the pitch against Villa at Anfield, but I'd say he'd be in the stand watching it and getting the atmosphere and stuff like that, and hopefully we can get a win tomorrow for him. But absolutely beautiful. Big Dom came in, Slobosai, McAllister, of course, World Cup winner, and Wataru Endo, out of left field, absolutely. Didn't expect that. Wataru Endo coming in, Japanese captain. He could play centre half as well. People forget that, but really he was bought as a protecting. He was bought as a 6, but I don't think he was our number one choice to bring in as a defensive midfielder. But he will do a job for us. There's no absolute doubt about it. I've seen a bit of stuff online actually dissing him, and I think that's a disgrace after 2 games. But both games, remember, both games we won, and both games we were playing with 10 men, so we had a lot of work to do. So I will not, you know, give the player a chance, get behind him, let's have a good season, and let's go. There's a lot of football to play. A lot of it will depend on injuries, of course, and especially in defence, because I still think we are short in defence. I really do. I was hoping we'd bring in a centre half or maybe a right back. It didn't happen. The window's shut. The only problem for Liverpool now is the Mo Salah business with Etihad and the Pro League will not go away. They lost 4-3 last night. Mitrovic got a hat-trick against them, so that was a big game. Their window doesn't shut till the 7th of September, so there's another few days, 5 days to go on that. I'm sure they're going to put in another huge bid, maybe 200 million, but Liverpool won't sell. Next summer, it is probably likely. He'll only have a year left on his contract and stuff like that, but surely FSG are not that stupid. I know they're money bags and stuff like that, but surely they are not that stupid. So Ryan Gravenberch is a red. Are you happy? What would you give the window? I gave it 7 out of 10 yesterday. If we would have got a defender in, it would have been up 8+. You know, would have got a centre half or right back, which I thought we needed. It would have been 8+. But you know, it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. So get your comments in, hit the like, hit the share. Alan the cat is in. Al, how are you? Hopefully you are well, my friend. A little Saturday morning, as I say, a nice cup of coffee here, cup of tea, water, milk, orange juice, whatever you're having. Probably a bit early for beer, but you know, celebrate the fact that Ryan Gravenberch is a red. 7 out of 10, says Alan the cat, meowing in the background. Yeah, good. Look, you know, very hard to get a perfect window. Very hard to get a perfect window. If someone would have told me back in before, you know, May, when the season finished against Villa, actually finished against Villa, didn't it? 1-1. So it's going to be a tough game tomorrow, but that we'd get Slobosai, McAllister, the Japanese captain, Endo, and Ryan Gravenberch, I probably would have took your hand off. I keep Salah, you know, get rid of a few players, the likes of a Mello, get rid of, you know, all these type players, and Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, Bobby Firmino, Hendo, Fabinho, all these type players go out the door. I mean, there's been a lot going on at Liverpool, and hopefully now everything can just settle, but it probably won't settle until the 7th of September's deadline is gone and Salah can't go anywhere. I suppose that's the only one we're looking at now, and it is a bit of a disruption. It absolutely is a disruption, and it's not great, and it's not where we want to be. I would like Salah. We know the club have said he's not for sale, but I would like Salah or Rami Abbas, his agent, to come out maybe Monday and say, listen, you know, a few days before the window shuts in Saudi Arabia, and say, listen, he's going nowhere. He's committed to Liverpool. Forget about it. You know, it's sealed, blah, blah, blah. But he haven't quite done that. Now, he did do it about 3 weeks ago, but that was 3 weeks ago, saying that, you know, Salah wouldn't have signed his 3-year contract extension. But, you know, That was like last year he signed that. The Saudi Pro League, everything has changed. You know, the landscape has changed in the last few months, basically. And I was listening to a great thing that Melissa Reddy on Sky Sports last night was talking about. The Saudi Pro League is actually ahead of themselves. A bit like way Newcastle is in another Saudi ownership, but they're ahead of themselves in their project. They didn't think they'd be able to bring all these players in. I know money talks, and if you've endless supplies of money, we look at Man City, we know what we PSG, we know the story there. But if you have endless supplies of money, they'll follow the money trail. So the Saudi League is ahead of itself, and they just didn't think they'd be able to get the likes of Benzema, Ronaldo, Bobby Firmino, Sadio Mane, Hendo, all these type players, and more in so quick and so easy. And now they're looking for the big one, the big icon, the big Arab icon, world icon, Mohamed, the king of Egypt. But for us, we don't have to sell. He's with Liverpool, don't have to do anything. Sit back, even if a £200 million bid comes in next week. We just got to sit tight. If he goes next summer and we're back in the Champions League, and maybe we lift the Europa League in Dublin, and he gets a trophy or something, he can go out in a high because he absolutely deserves it. He's been absolutely unbelievable for us, guys. And you'll only know how good he was when he leaves. And it'll be a sad, sad day for Liverpool when he leaves. Really will. I put £10 on a draw, Burnley and Spurs. Pool cube. Burnley v Spurs. I think Spurs will beat them. I think Spurs are looking decent enough. They're out of the League Cup. They got knocked out of the League Cup. They're not in Europe, I don't think. I don't think they're in Europe. They'll have a good run, They'll have a good run for top four. I do like their Big Ange. Robbie Williams seems to like the Big Ange, the Spurs manager, singing songs about him. So, it's going to be an interesting season. When you look at City, okay, you have to have City out there as outright favourites to win the league. They've won the first 3 games already, and they usually start slow, which is bad for everybody else. I still think you can get at them. I really do. But you look at the other teams fighting for those 3 places. I mean, United, hit and miss. They brought in Amrabat yesterday on a loan deal. Something to do with FFP or something. They couldn't buy him outright. They'll be decent enough. They'll grow through the season. They're not quite there. Arsenal will be Arsenal. Rice coming in. A few other players coming in. They're going to be decent. They're going to be up there. Chelsea could have 3 teams, let's be real. The money they spent is just absolutely ridiculous. It'd make Richie rich. Look, they should make a movie called it. Remember that kids movie in the 80s, Richie Rich? That's Chelsea. Spurs, as I say, are going to have a good season. Newcastle, okay, we beat them last week, but they're a good side. They're a really good side. So it's going to be tough. And then, of course, there's ourselves. So, it's going to be a really, really interesting season. Alan says, just a little light on defence, including midfield. Only Endo in addition defensively minded. Waiting on Andre Trinidad in January, in which case it would be a 9 out of 10. I thought he would have announced maybe a deal for Andre from Fluminense, that we were going to get him in January, because that would be a lovely little booster addition, and maybe a defender in January, Didn't hear much about it, but Prez Salah says a brilliant signing. Come on, guys, hit that like button. 12 people in and 2 likes. 2 likes for Saturday morning coffee. Let's get it up to 10. Let's go. It costs nothing. Hit that like button for Ryan Gravenberch. Nelson says, Dave, good morning from the US of A. What can we do with Mohala? Well, we can do nothing. We can just sit on it and say nothing and say, listen, he's a Liverpool player. He's under contract. He ain't going anywhere. He's going absolutely nowhere. That's all Liverpool can say. Now, Salah can throw the toys out of the cot or the pram and is soaking his agent and stuff like that and say, look, no. If a 200 million bid comes in next week, the window closes on the 7th of September for the Saudi League. We want out. But I haven't seen anything like that from Salah, and I don't expect it. He's not that type of player. He's a really, really loyal player. We've turned him into what we took him. He was rejected by Chelsea. He had a good season at Roma. We brought him to Liverpool, turned him into a superstar icon. Okay, the potential was always there. But, we got him up to that level. A lot of his hard work as well, of course. But, he owes us, I think, another season. And we'd have to say thank you very much, Mo, if he goes next season. It's going to be sad, but you can't hold players forever. 1.5 million a week. 1.5 million a week. 75 million a year. 76 million a year. That is just It's not even monopoly. It's not even monopoly numbers. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. It's obscene. It's madness. Now, I know Salah would probably give a lot of it to charity and stuff like that, but still, 1.5 million. His Rami Abbas will be getting big money out of it as well. So that's the problem there. I genuinely take 200 million for Salah at the end of the season. That's Coutinho level money. That could see us set up for years, says Jamie Butterworth. Jamie, hopefully you're well. Long time no see, my friend. Hopefully you are good. Yeah, but the problem is next year, he has 2 years in his contract now. They want him now. If they come in next year, it won't be with 200 million. It might be 200 million next week, but he'll only have a year left in his contract next year. I'd say 100 million into them. I'd say Liverpool would sell next summer for 100 million because he'd only a year left in his contract. They'll say, okay, forget about it. We'll do a deal behind closed doors with him. And we'll take him for nothing the following season. We'll take it for nothing. You think Liverpool would let him go for nothing if they're giving 80 or 100 million next summer? It won't be 200 million next summer. It could be 200 million in the next few days. It's 150 at the moment. We'll go up to 2 maybe just to see if we can get him in the next week, possibly. But it won't be that next year. It wouldn't make sense. It would not make sense. They do want them and they'll keep trying, probably even in January. But I think they'll go over the 150 in the next few days, officially, probably Monday. Their window closes next week. And then if it doesn't go through, they might try again a cheeky bid in January, depending on where Liverpool are and stuff like that. But next summer, that 200 million bid will not be there because he'll only have a year left in his contract. That's the problem. So that's why they know. They're saying to Liverpool, listen, 150 is there for you. Do you want to take it? He's only 2 years left. We can get him for 100 the following year, or we can get him for nothing in 2 years. So big decisions to be made, but I do not want him to go. Mark Forrest in the house. Salah will stay for a bit, but only time before he leaves, says Mark. Absolutely. The Rap Meister is in the house. The Raptor. Top of the morning to you, Dave. Absolutely brilliant. The Rap Meister in the house. Happy coffee morning to you. How's the tricks? The tricks are good. We Ryan Gravenberch in the door. Nice signing, really good signing, potentially wow. But we're talking about Ryan Gravenberch in, which is beautiful, but we're also talking about the background noise from the Saudi Pro League in general. And of course, Mo Salah, what's going to happen there. But that's my point I'm trying to make. There's a 150 bid on the table right now for Mo Salah. There's a few days left in the Saudi Pro League window. The question for FSG is, if it goes higher, will they stick or will they twist? They will come back in January with a similar bid, I would say. But next summer, it will be half the bid that it is now because of the fact his contract will be down to 1 year. Unless Liverpool can give him an extension, which, I don't know. So it's really, it's very few interesting days. But I would love Mo Salah, Rami Abbas or Liverpool. Liverpool have come out and said he's not for sale. That's great. But Rami Abbas is represented as Salah to come out and say, I'm going nowhere. Let's concentrate on this season. Next year's next year. But just let's concentrate on this season. Jamie says, people forgetting as well, the Salah's wage is insane for us. So they're, 350 a week. I mean, he's going to get 1.5. 5 times, almost 4 or 5 times the salary. It's ridiculous. Can we not just agree for next summer, says Prez? Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe they will do a deal and say, listen, stay away from him. Forget about it. We'll work on a deal. It'll give Liverpool a year to try find someone. You're not going to find another Mo Salah. It's not going to happen. You're not going to happen. Left footer like that. Hen's teeth, baby. Hen's teeth. You're probably bringing in a world-class centre-half, and a forward if you get 150 or 200 million. That's the only. It'd be like the Alisson and Van Dijk money we got for Coutinho, something similar, like a rebuild that way. But I just think this story will not go away. I mean, should be talking about Gravenberch, but we're talking about Mo Salah, Gravenberch is a baller. He's young lad who will only get better. Sky is the limit for him at centre mid, says Jamie. Absolutely. Give us time to get a replacement lined up. Give us a year. Give us a year. Salute, Dave's LC Chats. Salute to you. Welcome. Let's go, says Jean Gray in the house. How are you, Jean? Hopefully you are well. As I say, it's a little celebratory type Saturday morning, coffee morning, whatever you want to call it. Get your tea, get your coffee, stay down for a little while. But the Gravenberch news is beautiful, but that's signed, sealed and delivered. It's lovely. Another Dutchman, 3 Dutchmen in the house, Gakpo, Van Dijk, and now Gravenberch. It's beautiful. We needed a defender. We didn't get it. But the big news has to be as well that the Mo Salah news will not go away until the window shuts on the 7th of September. I'll only be a happy man. because there is an inkling in the back of my mind. There is a little thing just tipping there. If they come in with 200 on Monday, say, listen, 150 up front, 50 over the year, or 50 over the spread over a certain amount of time. And most of the things they'll have for Salah, he'll probably get. So he'll probably get that bonus because he's so good. They might bloody take it. They might take it. I was against it, saying they wouldn't take it about 2-3 weeks ago. But the more you look at it, Salah's 2 years in his deal. They won't get that offer next summer. It'll probably be half that. It'll be probably 100 million next summer. Say, listen, 100 million up front. We'll take him. His year left. We can wait. We can do a deal with him now and say, you're coming next year, baby. So, interesting. Watch this space. Mbappe 2025, says Jamie. I think that ship has sailed. Salah was dropping Ramos in 2017. We should have got that Bella Kotchap lad. He was centre back available on deadline day. Some issues there. Is he the Southampton guy? Yeah. Someone had a deal done with him and then it fell through. Did you see Polina Fulham walking somberly through the Munich airport when his big dream move to Bayern Munich fell through in the last minute? Sad to see, isn't it? He's there, he's ready to rock, his heart's set. Hard to come back to your club. You know, Fulham next week in training when you were maybe an hour away from joining Bayern Munich in your dream. You know, that's hard, isn't it? Jamie, it's fine. He's only on loan at PSV. If Edwards was here, I think we would have asked for the moon, says Mark. Poor old Michael Edwards is gone with his buddy. What's your thoughts on Big Jorge? Of course, 3 guys from the German league, and Jorge, of course, was the expert from the German league. So in that way, it probably worked. But look, if you would have brought in a centre half from the German league, that Colombian centre half or something, it would have been 8 or 9, you know, out of a window. And we all would have been praising Big Jorge, but it didn't happen. I'm sure we were looking at defenders. I'm absolutely sure we were looking for defenders, but it just didn't happen. He's the centre back from Southampton, a young German lad, says Jamie. Yes, I did see him. Why not? In the house, hit the like, hit the share. Good morning, everyone. Catching Alive here is becoming as good as signing a new player, says my bro from Columbus, Ohio. Why not? In the house, get yourself a coffee, baby. Ryan Gravenberch is red, and the Mo Salah news won't go away. They're the 2 talking points. Villa tomorrow at Anfield. Let's win that, and let's see what happens, guys. Let's go. United Arsenal tomorrow, big game. Arsenal United, sorry. At the Emirates. Teams are getting stronger around us too, though. Well, you know, the world doesn't stand still. The Premier League doesn't stand still. Everything moves and moves forward. And we've got to be on the coattails. That's what I'm saying. You know, we've had a decent window. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Could have been here crying. So, it's brought the age profile right down. You could probably say even some of the wages right down. That doesn't bother us. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother you. But the profile's been brought right down, the age profile. It was quite high. The likes of Millie Vanilli leaving, Fabinho, Hendo, Firmino, even Naby, Keita, Ox, Arthur Mello, the 13-minute man, these type things. But the age has just been brought back down. Tyler Morton, another huge. I thought he would have been in around the first team. He got a bad injury on loan at Blackburn, which he was playing brilliant for. But he's on loan at Hull City. Yesterday, a lot of people might have missed it on deadline day, but he got a loan deal at Hull City. So Tyler Morton, there's a player in that guy, Tyler Morton, but he's on loan. Conor Bradley got injured, which doesn't help us. So there are all the bits of news, breaking news and all this type of stuff. But the nucleus of the squad is beautiful. Thiago without injured again. I have a feeling he'd be the one to go to Saudi soon, but just the injury record is bad. It's really, really bad. There was an absolute world-class player there. Gave us absolutely something that nobody else could give us, but he's injured again. We've Bjasetic back in training. We've Curtis Jones back available. Kanate is a big doubt. And of course, Van Dijk is suspended. So we got to do what we got to do. When's Mello going to the Saudi League? Oh my God. Hello, Mark Forrest. It's been a hot minute. Says, why not? Yeah, he would have been a quality signing. That guy, the Bayer Leverkusen, Ecuadorian, Hincape, I think his name is. Yeah, he looks good, doesn't he? That was the guy I was thinking about. I thought he was Colombian. He was Ecuadorian. But he would have been nice. Maybe we go in January from him. We don't need a centre-back. Why people keep saying our defence issues are on the right-hand side. I will be frank, and you're frank with that discussion. Absolutely. We've been talking about right-backs for ages. Calvin Ramsey was brought in over a season ago. The young Aberdeen fullback at 19. Scottish international. Young player of the year in Scotland. Brought in, let's go. Got injured. I think we signed him with a niggle. Got injured again pre-season. Didn't get a pre-season. Just didn't look right last year. Got snippets of games. Got injured near the end of the season. Came back in pre-season. Liverpool sent him out on loan to Preston North End. He's still only 20. And he's injured again. So the injury course with Calvin Ramsey at a young age is not a good sign. And he was the right back understudy to Trent. But we knew he was on loan. He's been on loan at Preston for 6 weeks. So why didn't we bring in a right back? That's the question. Now, we do know that Wataru Endo, can play centre-half as well. So maybe that's in Klopp's thinking. But sure, why did he not bring a right back in? That's where we are lacking big time. The Raptor says, what we need to do as soon as possible is nail down Andre's services in January and sort of some sort of defensive reinforcement. I think we will be pretty much en route again, says Rapmeister. Yeah, well, this Andre news won't go away either. Really exciting player, Andre from Fluminense. They're in the South American Champions League or something, so they couldn't sell. Liverpool wanted him. Maybe they've done a deal to say we'll take you next year or January because it's gone quiet, but who knows? The new midfield is exciting. Europa is also a new adventure. And the final is in my hometown, Dublin. So Dublin next year. Let's hope Liverpool get to the final. That'd be a home game for Liverpool. Let's be real. In Dublin, Europa League, home game, baby. And to win it in Dublin would be a dream. And if Salah does go next year, Salah with the cup in Dublin, absolute dream. I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm just trying to be a realist here. I don't want them gone. I want them to stay, absolutely. But I'm just telling you, it's going to happen at some stage. Does Grav make the bench, says Northred? I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I can't say definitively if he makes the bench on Sunday or not. I know there's a time limit and when you have to sign by a certain amount of time. I thought it was a lunchtime, but I think that deal only went through about 5 o'clock, so I don't know. But he will be at Anfield, I'd say, with the jersey on the pitch, walking around. I'd say that's as much as you'll see Gravenberch on Sunday. I doubt Klopp would throw him in. I mean, what? He'd probably have a bit of a training session today, or he'd probably be house hunting today. Can't see it, but you never know. Defensive line does feel stretched at times, says Mark. Did you guys hit the like button up there? Oh, yes, my absolute bro. I'm going to pin that message. Hit the like, hit the share. 20 people in, only 9 likes. Hit the like. Let's get it to 20 likes before we go. Arthur Mello was the Aquilani of the Klopp era. Oh, my God. No, Aquilani was even better than Mello. Let's be real. He only played 17 minutes. 17 minutes. No, unbelievable. Doubt Ryan will feature till after the break. Jamie says Calvin Ramsey just doesn't exist. He's like Ben Davies, just attack. Oh yeah, attacks right off for FSG, doesn't he? He's a bit like the Matrix, yeah. He is a bit like the Matrix. The dungeon, Ben Davies, Kabak, Mello, the dungeon, the Anfield dungeon, I suppose. One more problem in defence and we are in trouble. Any update in VVD's punishment being extended, says Northred. Didn't hear. Probably find out Monday. All stay at Dave's for the Europa final, guys. Yes, the party will be in Dublin for the Europa League final if Liverpool get to the final, of course. Won't be easy. You know, we are favourites. We're up there. We have a decent draw. What do you think of the draw? LASK from Austria. To win or to lose from... and I think Liverpool have money with Toulouse. I think Redbird Capital, who invest heavily in Liverpool, invest with Toulouse as well. And Kamoli, an ex-Liverpool CEO, or director anyway, Kamoli's involved with Toulouse. So that's an interesting one. And of course, McAllister's brother Kevin, yes, Kevin, from Home Alone, plays for Union Saint-Gilloise. Of course, the Belgium side. Did you see the reaction of them on the coach when they heard they're going to be playing Liverpool in the Europa League? But big party in Dublin next year. If Liverpool can get to the final, it will be, wow, Anfield Mark II. Anfield Mark II. He signed because at 12 today to sign, so the bench he will so make the benches press. I don't know. I didn't hear that he would. I didn't hear that he would or wouldn't. So I don't know if he'll make the bench against Villa. I'd be surprised. I don't know, Jamie. Robert Blundell, apparently John W. Henry going to be our new centre-back as he's good at defending money. Very funny. I do like that. I do like a joke. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get those likes up to 20. We're on 11. We've 22 people in, so it's exactly 50%. Let's go, let's go. More likes, more people, more fun. Better for the algorithms. You know the story at this stage, guys. Yeah, he's very good at defending money. Absolutely brilliant. Smash the like, hit the share, spread the red. Love says why not? Absolute legends. 17 minutes for 5 million. Unbelievable. That's the Mello story, Northred. That is the Arthur Mello story. It's ridiculous. Spread the red joy all around the world. LFC, baby. That's what it's all about right here. It's not about me. It's not about the channel. Not about anything. It's about Liverpool. It's about getting 3 points against Villa tomorrow at Anfield. That's what it's really about. Del Wally is in. The draw is easy. We should easily get top spot in the Europa League. We should, yeah. And the good thing is you can mix it up. You don't have to play your spine. You don't have to play your best 11. You play 2 or 3 of them, have 1 or 2 of them on the bench in case you need them, especially away from home. Toulouse will be tricky. It's possible to lose in Toulouse. So, but we should be too good. Some of the younger lads will get game time, which would be great to see. Björks of Ben Doak and stuff like that should be starting. Biasetic, all these guys should be getting games and game time, and that will be great to see and great for their development as well. So Kelleher as well probably play in the Europa League. Let's see what happens. And I did hear something on the Anfield Wrap yesterday, and I didn't know about it because we've been out of the Europa League for quite a while. But apparently, you could tell me if this is correct, wrong, or right. If you top the group in the Europa League, let's say we win the group, we go directly through to the last 16. We bypass the last 32. Because the teams that come second in the group play the drop-down teams from the Champions League that get knocked out of the Champions League. But we automatically go into the last 16. Is that true? I don't know. Great if it is. But there's another little Brucey bonus for you. I'll be frank is in the house. I feel bad for Toulouse. Both times they've got European football in the last 15 years. They've drawn us. Good group for the rest of the squad. Still be ages before the ground is finished, says Mark. Yep, well, look, that's a bit of a debacle. The Anfield Road end, it should have been finished around now. All of a sudden, what is it? Windsor, the group that pulled out, went into administration. Liverpool cannot control that. But they're still a few months away from finishing. Can they finish by the end of October, by Halloween? That's a scary, scary thought. Let's hope so. We're missing revenue. We're missing fans getting behind the team. Really, that's the other reason why we all want it. So fans can get in to watch their beloved Reds. But it's a while away. It's a while away, guys. That wasn't good. A lot of changes in Liverpool in the last 12 months, isn't it? A lot. Too many for me. Backroom staff leaving. Michael Edwards first left. Just so much. His understudy then left. Big Jorge came in. We lost some technical staff. 7 or 8 players left. The ground hasn't quite been finished. A lot of stuff going on in the background, and it was too chaotic. So let's just get down to the football. Let's get this Mo Salah stuff out of the way. Close the Saudi window and just concentrate on the Reds. Now, we shouldn't take the group lightly. I've seen the scum get battered in the Europa League. Minnows thinking they were bigger than and better than them. Well, that's true. I'm not taking it easy. Nothing's easy in football. Nothing's straightforward, but I'm happy with the group. Have to say that. Could have been worse. Could have been travelling to the back of Kazakhstan. Fairly close. Belgium, Austria, France. You take that. Young Ben Doak. I'll frighten the life out of him, the Europa. Ben Doak, what a player he is. Wow. What a player he's going to be. Just get behind him. Take it easy with him. Give him game. Explosive young lad. Not much travelling is a big bonus, Dave. Nigel Cody in the house. Nige, how are you, bro? Hopefully you're well. It's a huge bonus, my friend. Absolutely huge. People don't forget. The Europa League, people are panicking about going to the likes of maybe Israel, Maccabi Haifa and all these places. Travelling, Whereas Germany, Austria, Belgium, France, holiday destinations, would you say? Not too far, 2.5 hours, probably the furthest. Liverpool will finish in the top 4 of the season's pool cube, and I'm going to give you a little. You ready? Here we go into the corner. Breaks the pack. And I think you're going to be right, my friend. Herr John W. Henry is currently building the stand himself as he doesn't want to lose out on ticket sales. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. To be fair, I wanted the Israeli team just to see how our away fans would have been. Chaos. Did you guys hit that like button there? Says, why not? You're an absolute legend, my friend. In the house, why not? Hit the like, hit the share, get it to 20 and we'll call it a day. It's Saturday morning. It's a coffee morning. Aston Villa tomorrow on Anfield. Ryan Gravenberch in the bag. The Mo Salah news won't go away. We didn't sign a centre back. We didn't sign a right back. But we go again. That's basically it, isn't it? We've Leicester City in the League Cup at Anfield. And we got a decent draw in Europa. It's all thrown down in that 30 seconds, isn't it, guys? Also, I want to reiterate how grateful I am for the shorts you put off. Concentrate. And the doses of red news, absolutely. Why not? I do like the shorts, 30-second shorts, where if something breaking news, something happens, it's straight up within a minute. I do get Twitter all the time. I do get a Twitter feed from Liverpool, from all the ITKs into those. You know, the Paul Joyces, the James Pearces, the Melissa Reddys, the Paul Gorsts, the David Ornstein. So I get a thing up on my phone straight away if anything happens. And if it happens within a minute or two, if it's a short from Dave's LFC chats. So yeah, it's a bit of fun, bit of crack. Who would you have kept? Phillips or Matip? Well, we've kept Matip because Phillips has gone on loan to Celtic, Glasgow Celtic. I think it's a 6-month loan. It's a bit of a weird one for Liverpool there. Now, I do think there's a clause that we can pull him back from Celtic. It's only up the road in Scotland. So we can bring him back if we're really, really stuck like we did 2-3 seasons ago when we needed to do it. And we got caught with Reece Williams and him, remember that? Hoping we don't have to get it that bad, but poor lad can't get a permanent move anywhere, can he? And he deserves to play football. He's been brilliant for us. Well, we've kept Matip, as I say. Gonna be watching Phillips in the Old Firm. Rangers, Celtic, absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, tomorrow, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Anfield. Watch your scoreline. Hoping Darwin Núñez plays. I am sure he will play, and I'm sure if he plays, he scores. I'm going to go 2-0. I did say 2-0 yesterday. Darwin to score, and Mohala, the king of Egypt, to shut everybody up. 2-0, I'll take it. It won't be easy. Villa are a good side under Unai Emery. Play really good football. Very attacking, so defensively, we've got to be careful. Watkins is an absolute handful. Lotus San is in. Get a new right back, and then sell Salah. The window's closed, bro. The window is closed. It's over. We cannot buy anybody till January. And Salah, well, another few days and that one to rumble on. Let's hope he stays. But it looks like next summer. Liverpool 2-1, Villa, Núñez and Diaz has pressed Salah. I'd have kept Phillips. He's been an absolute beast for us, but great move for him. Hopefully he can make it permanently. Says I'll be frank. Absolutely. I'll be frank on that one too. Not going to stay on long, so hit the like, hit the share. Let's get those likes up. 15 in, should be 15 likes. Should be. I shouldn't have to keep saying like, you know what to do, guys. But, as I say, the big news is Ryan Gravenberch is in. 21-year-old, 6'3", he's a big unit. Ajax Academy, Bayern Munich player, Dutch international, 11 caps. Really, really good player. Great to have him. Another Dutch guy to add. Triple Dutch. I was going to say double Dutch, but it's actually treble Dutch. Hakpo, Van Dijk and Gravenberch. Great. He speaks great English. No problems with anything like that. Should settle right in. He did say yesterday that Van Dijk and Hakpo are going to be looking after him. And what two better men to look after you than the Dutch Colossus, and Hakpo is an absolute gem. So Gravenberch, I believe, will be a gem for Liverpool too. Just got to be lucky with injuries and stuff like that. But absolutely can't wait to see him on the pitch. Cannot wait to see him on the pitch. Will he be on the pitch against Villa? Doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it. Probably more like the Wolves game. There's an international break coming up too. But it gives him time to in and get settled and get to know AXA, get to know everything. So clean sheet versus Villa would be a bonus. Why not? Absolutely. I want clean sheets. I want that 5-star hotel feel. I want clean sheets. Need to try control the game and push them back, says Mark. We haven't controlled games for a long time. Now, the midfield's new. Yes, it's new. I think Curtis Jones has a shout for tomorrow. I really do. But we'll see. I think he'd probably go with the same three. Slobosai, McAllister and Endo. Hopefully we can stay with 11 on the pitch this time. The back four, I think, will be Matip, Gomez. If Kanate doesn't make it, Trent, Robbo and Alisson. It's up front is the question. I go Darwin, I go Mo Salah. Do you go Diaz or do you go Jota or do you go Hakpo? That's the question mark for me. But I think it's definitely Salah and Darwin up front. Knowing Klopp, Gakpo starts, says he loves his work rate. He's another big lad, and he's 6'3" as well. We've a big high profile. I look at the profile of the guys. Even Slobosai 6'1". Big boys. We've added. Not only have we added, we've taken the age level down. We've added big units in there. Big units in there, which is good. I, for one, will be looking forward to not conceding first for a change, says the Rapmeister. That would be good. Start the game fast, get a goal, see how it goes. Give the crowd something to cheer about. But it's not going to be easy. Tough game tomorrow. Are you going live for the Villa game? Just asking, why not? No, I probably won't. I'm away tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. I might watch it in the pub on the way back. But I certainly will be doing, starting 11 and, instant match reaction, that type of stuff. But, I'll always do stuff. There's always, to watch along the voice goes, isn't it? About 2.5 hours live. I will be doing more, a lot more content, a lot more stuff happening. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dave's LFC Chats too, because I do a lot of stuff on Twitter and a lot of stuff on Instagram. Don't like TikTok and don't like Facebook. Sorry. But definitely Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter Live. Diaz to start for me. Darwin, the super sub, to pressure him. I mean, Darwin won't be happy if he's on the bench tomorrow after that. Super sub, David Fairclough, super sub type thing. 2 goals coming on, saving us from the abyss against Newcastle next week. Surely he deserves a start. It's not on Sky, Dave. Crystal Palace v Wolves is on instead. It's crazy, isn't it? It'll be on some channel. You'll get it somewhere. You will get it somewhere. Some stream, beIN Sports or BIEN Sports. Hairy Hands, of course, does that one. But really, really interesting. Guys, I'm not going to stay on long. As I say, it's just a Saturday morning catch-up. Aston Villa tomorrow. I'm going to go 2-0 to the Reds, but not an easy game. Ryan Gravenberch is in the door. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 for the window. Endo, a lot of, 30-year-old, 5 kids from Japan. I like him. I really do. The Japanese mentality, he would really be a good sign. Smart signing for us. Slabasai, this guy looks to be 22, but I mean, captain of Hungary. This guy is hungry. Hungry for success. And of course, McAllister, we all know about him. World Cup winner with Argentina. Now Gravenberch is in the door. Could have signed a defender. Could have, should have, would have. Didn't. Right back centre half. Didn't. Windows closed. But Mo Salah, this is the big question I'll leave you on. Mo Salah, this is what we have to do. Mo Salah has to stay at Liverpool for at least one more season. We've got to get away this 7th of September window in the Saudi Pro League, closed on the 7th. Once that goes, we can all relax. But once it's open, we can't relax, because there is a little possibility, unless Mo comes out or Rami Abbas comes out in the next few days to say, forget about it. Liverpool said, ain't going nowhere. 2 years left in his contract. But the money just could be too hard to turn down. Let's see. Let's hope. Talk soon. Liverpool to beat Villa tomorrow. Let's go. Thank you very much for the chat. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. The Reds continue. Anything else happens, don't worry. You will hear it here on Dave's LFC Chats. User Absolute Legends. Why not, Mark? Forrest the Raptor in the house. Prez Salah. Jamie Butterworth. Nigel Cody. Lotus Sand. I'll be Frank. User Absolute Legends. And all beside. Stay safe. Talk soon. Gravenberch.